listening to another episode of Loud About Nothing. It's me, your boy, the hottest dude in the podcast game, Sebastian Canelli. And as always, per usual, we got the cute boy here himself, Robbie Boy. Robbie, say hello to beautiful people.
What's going on, beautiful people?
It is disgusting.
It's hot.
It's disgusting, and I have terrible news.
What's up?
My air conditioning in my bedroom broke.
That's terrible news.
And I know that I've been living in Brooklyn too long because when I lived in Staten Island, I would say, oh, damn, you know what? I've overused this appliance. I better go to Home Depot, figure this out. Maybe I change the filter. I'm in Brooklyn, and I go, what witch did I hurt that my AC's not working in the summer?
You did say that.
I am thinking that. I was up all night because when it's too hot, I can't sleep. And I'm up all night, and I'm just dripping sweat going, what witch did I hurt that? Because they're hurting me in the most powerful way possible.
You thought it was only explanation witchery.
It was witchery.
That's it.
I heard a witch.
There's only one justification for this pain that you felt, and that is a witch.
This is some karmic baloney that is coming back to me.
Okay.
Because I need AC in the summer.
Do you feel like you're being wild?
No.
I would.
It has to be something. I'm
Who have you
journaling.
wronged?
I'm looking to the stars and the moons.
What are you doing to who have you wronged?
I don't know. There must be a witch out there that
It might just be an old AC unit.
It cannot be. It cannot be. Now, is this the AC unit for my childhood bedroom? Yes.
Okay.
But
it's
no.
done.
No.
I think it's lived its life.
It has.
You're asking it to do a lot right now.
It's
really,
to do so much.
really, really hot right now.
I ask it to do so much.
Most ACs aren't really working super well in the city, I would say. Or people don't want to spend the money for them to work well. And also, it's a lot of energy. It's like, it's tough. You just got to accept, I think we're in a new range of indoor temperature when it's in the hundreds.
And I'm looking, and when you look for a new AC, there's these BPHs or something that you're looking at. BMUs.
I don't know.
I have no idea either.
Some unit of power
That I don't understand. And I studied electrical engineering.
You did, yeah.
I'm still going, what's happening? Am I too dumb to buy a new air conditioning unit?
No, you could do research.
Can I tell you, I was lying in bed, dripping sweat last night.
Okay.
And I thought about the witch thing. And then the next thing I thought was,
what?
I'm too pretty for this weather.
That's good.
I'm dripping sweat. And,
I like that, though.
And I'm literally just go, I'm too pretty for this freaking heat. This heat is too much for a pretty-ass self like me because it's trying to make me uglier, trying to have me drip in sweat.
Yeah. I was out all day Saturday, all day, from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m., out of the house, in the wild, in the streets. What?
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
It was hot.
That you tell me that, I go, ew. And that's a gross body that you're walking around with by 11 o'clock.
Gross body that I was walking around with by 11:30 a.m.
100%.
As soon as I'm out of the house, I'm just in a film of sweat all day. And at a certain point, I just had to accept this. I was in like
we don't, Robbie.
I was in a bar that didn't really have good AC. And it was just like, all right, I'm here. It was $3 Coronas. You can't find $3 Coronas anywhere. And we were chilling, watching the games, and I was just like, I'm going to be really hot today. I'm going to be sweaty. Everyone else is sweaty. So it's not like you can't judge. Someone can't. If you're judging someone for being sweaty when it's 100 degrees, it's like you're insane.
No,
you
I
are
agree.
the crazy person. So it's just like.
I also think that the weather is insane to be doing that to my body.
So I'm not out. It's going to be outside at all.
I took minimal walks.
Yeah.
I was just like, I go.
No, people are out. People are flirting still. People are sweating and flirting, man. It is. You just got to accept the conditions that we're all in. It's like you're in a pool. Everybody's wet. It's the same shit. We're in an air, humid, fucking crazy area. Everyone is wet. Every single person out is wet. It's weird, but it is just like you got to accept this reality.
To flirt while sweaty is a wild move to be made.
We just talked about it. That's also, I was like, I got to put my money where my mouth is.
To enjoy the
Last week, I'm talking about how sweat is hot. I can't now be insecure that I'm sweaty.
100%. Well, it's more that
I got to live my truth.
I enjoy sweat on a person I know.
Sure.
Right? And I enjoy them on the person. I can't imagine being my first introduction to be me dripping at a bar.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. I'm also like, it's a heat wave. Like, we have to understand the circumstances. You know what I mean? Like,
heat wave
is a thing.
Meant for royalty.
And you're not. All right, I like this.
Heat waves
you
are
above.
Meant,
you feel like you're above the heat.
You know what a heat wave? They would do in old times in heat waves?
Okay.
They would close the walls and say, "I'll come out and fall."
Okay.
Tell me when they put out the stuff at the pumpkins at Target.
Okay.
That's almost what I'm saying.
You're a working class guy, but when it comes to the heat, you need to be on the elite. You need to be the king or royalty. You leave the regular people of King's Landing, and you're like, I need to be fucking Cersei.
I am alone
for the summer
in my stone walls, hidden from the world.
Yeah.
And I go, tell me when the weather is nice.
But even then, throughout history, heat waves happened, and we didn't have AC. AC is very new. So I think there is some camaraderie of this collectiveness of the heat wave, of like, we're all fucking sweaty. I just need to deal with it. Yeah. Let's just drink cold beers until that's it. You got to use the vices, lean into something.
A cold beer doesn't help me with the sweat.
It doesn't help you. What helps?
No. You know why?
Cold water?
Cold beer. Yeah, cold water does. A beer makes you sweat more.
Probably.
A beer makes you sweat more.
But sweating more is good. So that's like a thing. Is like, you eat hot food when it's really hot out. So you sweat more, because sweating more actually cools you down. So you are trying to sweat when it's hot.
Here's the thing. You're talking biology, and I'm talking feelings.
Yes.
You're talking actual
Everybody's
facts.
sweating. Isn't it better now that when it's like a heat wave and everyone is sweating
100%.
than if it's like, when it's 75 and you're sweating? It's
winter
like,
and I'm sweating?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is better. It is better. It is
because everybody's wet.
Everyone's. You're right. It is 100% better when everyone is sweating and it's not just me.
I would think.
It's still hard.
It's hot. It's just like when it's really hot outside and then you go into an establishment and it's hotter in the establishment, you really got to be like, I got to buckle in right now.
I feel like someone horned the trumpets when the first 12-foot skeleton is put on a yard, and I'll come back out.
Okay. That's it.
That's it, man.
You're in for now.
I think I might be in. I might be pooling in for the whole summer.
Yeah. I mean, the pools are nice. Pools are nice. I really was thinking about how much I leaned on pools as a kid. And we had an above ground pool in my backyard. Small above ground pool that I went in almost every day. And I'm like, yeah, I forgot, like, during the days in the summers when I grew up, I was usually in water.
That's really nice.
I had an above ground pool. My best friend who lived across the street from me, they had an above ground pool, and we would just go back and forth every day. People would come over.
What pool do you want to do? What?
And then at night we'd go do shit. Like,
you know what the best activity for an above ground pool is?
What?
To create a whirlwind.
Of course, you do that a lot.
To create, to all of us be like, that was the first time I ever saw community come together, was inside an above ground pool when adults and children all walked in the same direction, so that
to create a whirlwind. Yeah.
So you could just sit there and it'd spin you in a circle. Yeah. That was the first time I saw
create your own lazy river.
Age didn't matter, and that a community could come together.
Yeah.
What's in above ground pools when we would all just be like, okay, let's all walk clockwise, so then we could sit here for 4 rotations and have the water move us.
Isn't it crazy? Yeah, we would do that.
And my grandma would watch and she'd go, oh, tell me when it's ready. And then she would get in and she would sit in the water as it went around.
That's nice.
Oh, God, it was incredible.
Yeah, I really underestimated how much that above ground pool did for me, because it gets really hot in this area.
Yeah. I have a question about your above ground pool. Was it a deck right into the above ground, so it didn't feel above ground, or did you have to walk upstairs and walk in?
You had to walk upstairs. There was a deck.
Uh-huh.
Half of the pool was covered with a deck.
Oh, okay.
But not like you had to walk up to the deck.
Oh, okay.
And we didn't always have the deck.
Because just the straight ladder into an above ground pool is a very humbling experience.
It is humbling.
Because it's not the sturdiest of ladders.
No, it's not.
It's a ladder.
Not the sturdiest of pools. Above ground pools are not the sturdiest of structures.
Above ground pool is a gust away from just being a mess.
Yes, for sure.
It's a push too hard away to flooding the basement.
Yeah, it's really like we're gonna build a bigger tub. It's not,
which is great.
Yeah, it is very DIY in a lot of ways. But my mom would spend so much time maintaining that small above ground pool.
It's a lot of work.
I mean, we would jump when we got big enough. We would jump in from outside, like jump over the above ground pool. Which gets a little more rowdy, for sure.
Moms don't love a jumping.
No, they don't love a little rowdy.
You know
behavior.
why?
Yeah.
She could see thousands of dollars going down the drain.
Sure.
From
At
a
that time,
jumping.
she's gotten her money's worth, I think, of
It's
the
still
pool.
a
And now we're
mess.
teenagers. Like, we really got our money's worth out of that above ground pool.
It's still tough.
Yeah.
But you're also dumping money into pools every year.
A lot of money. I mean, I had first kisses in my parents' above ground pool.
Your first kiss was in the pool?
Not my first ever, but like I've had first kisses with people.
In a pool.
It's like come over, and I would think it's like nice that you come over to my parents' house. We got the above ground pool. I don't know. It was very like fancy.
And you go, Ma, we're going to need a couple of ham sandwiches, okay?
You know, we did not.
Which was
I don't
which
want
was
to be
the
bothered.
hint.
I don't want to be bothered.
That's what you'd say.
Yeah, if I'm in the pool, lights off, maybe even.
So you say, Mom, I'm having a friend over and lights off, don't
She
come
knew.
out?
She knew I'm a flirty teen. Yeah. You didn't have the pool when you were a teenager
No,
in high school.
No, I guess, I don't know. Maybe at the end of high school.
Okay.
I'm not going to go.
It's a good date night. You never did a date night? So you never did date night at your parents' house?
At my parents' house, not the pool.
Okay.
Not the pool.
Yeah.
So, no, no, I never did date night at the pool. I don't need to. I need them to ease into the pepperonis.
You could do date night at the pool.
No, man.
You could do date night
I
at
just
the
have
pool.
to ease people into the pepperonis. I was thinking about the other day. I shouldn't be ashamed. What's one of my favorite thing in the world? Salami, pepperoni.
For sure.
Well, when I was a kid, when they would call me salami nipples, pepperoni, but why would I be offended? I go,
Yeah.
you pay extra for that shit on your pizza.
For sure.
I get it for free on my body every fucking morning.
Also, would you ever be pissed the other way around?
If
No.
a girl had pepperoni
Yeah.
nipples, I
No.
love pepperoni
for
nipples.
sure, 100%.
Oh God,
That would be another. Yeah, guys would make fun of women. I feel like for that, and it's like what?
what?
These
Not in
are-
my world. Not in my world. We love them.
Yeah, it's
No.
strange.
So I was. So no, I have to. Unfortunately, when I date a woman, we have to slowly.
You're not doing a first kiss in the pool.
We're not. They need to kiss my lips before they see the nips.
Okay.
That's a clear rule.
Okay.
Kiss the lips before the nips, babe.
All right.
I mean, we just got to do it. Touching, for me as a fat man, you seeing my tits, that's second base.
Okay.
That's second base for me. That's
Yeah.
it. So I can't, you need to kiss the lips before you see the nips.
Okay.
That has to be a rule of thumb for me.
I think you're underestimating the vibes of the pool.
I don't think you understand the
I've
nips.
seen you in the pool.
You've seen the nips?
Yeah, though you're a pool. I think you're underestimating.
Well, I know. I mean, you're lucky you've seen the nips. You never kissed the lips.
I have not, and I've seen.
Wow.
When
you looked over, you went, "Oh, who ordered pizza?" I didn't realize.
I have big nipples too.
The first time Robbie
is
saw
what
me
it
with no
is.
shirt on, he said, Seb, you got a little antipasta on your tit.
Yeah. But no, I was really thinking about these above ground pools and how hot this region of the world gets. And I'm like, how come I never clocked it as much when I was a
They're
kid?
necessary.
Which global warming, obviously, a little bit, but it's not like that vast. Like it was still 80s every day
Yeah.
growing up, right? Would you say?
I mean, I don't remember the number. I'm not dropping numbers here.
Yeah, but you remember it being very hot in the summer.
I was warm.
Yeah,
I was warm.
For sure.
Definitely.
were you in pools?
My next door neighbor had a pool.
Okay.
So I was in
You did.
that.
You
But
were in a pool a lot.
I told you, we've talked about this on the pod. We're more of a sprinkler family,
Yeah, we had sprinklers,
which
and,
was just me frolicking.
which is your nightmare.
Frolicking shirtless with my pepperoni nipples jumping over a hose. Nothing was. I don't know if there was. I never am like, oh, my parents committed any child abuse until they put out a sprinkler and made me take my shirt off and with my pepperoni nipples and jump over a hose. To jump over a hose with pepperoni nipples might be one of the evilest things. I'm surprised that's not a Disney villain. It's just an evil stepmom that goes, now, son, go outside, cool off. But first, take your shirt off, for it's time for the pepperoni nipples prance. Get the hose, boys. We're gonna water down my son with his big fat nipples. And those nipples grew from the hose and sprinkles.
They grew. That's what they needed to get bigger.
And they'll get bigger and bigger till you are a nipple. Eventually, I will become a full nipple.
It'll be okay.
Eventually,
You
one
will just
day,
become a nipple.
One day, you're gonna see me walking down the street, and you go, "A nipple came to life." I don't know if parents realize the trauma they caused.
Okay.
For the whole family staring at my fat nipples as I jumped over something that went. You could hear, yeah.
Yeah.
And there would be dead silence, and you just heard that, and which was my boob hit my stomach. All the two noises that you could hear was and and my dad goes, "He takes after his mother." My dad would just watch me.
Will you actually say that?
No. Okay. Yeah, my dad would go, "He's got his mother's boobs."
No.
Yeah,
I don't know if. Yeah. Okay.
No, my dad wouldn't say I have my mother's boobs, but I'll tell you this. You could see the dump from space, the Great Wall of China, and Sebi Chianti's fat summer nipples outside. So no, I've never had
a first date at the pool.
I once.
It would also be funny. Those sprinklers would be fully irrigation sprinklers from Home Depot. They weren't even for children.
No.
They were just like $7 at Home Depot.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was dual purpose.
Yeah.
It was just like, hey, let's get outside. You know what I mean?
100%.
It's kind of, those sprinklers were kind of like when you eat a full chicken and you're like, I'll use the bone to make a soup.
Yes, exactly.
The soup was
100%.
my nipples in the heat, just chafing.
Well, I'm glad that you can acknowledge that big nipples are attractive now.
I like a lot of big things.
Yeah.
I like I was gonna say this on the podcast.
Okay.
But we might as well.
I
already shamed myself enough.
Sure.
Might as well say what I love.
Yeah, you should.
I love to see a woman move and then the rest of her catch up with her.
Yeah, that's hot.
To watch a body catch up with the mind. To watch a body catch up with its own body might be the hottest thing ever.
It's very hot.
If the ass is always falling behind.
Well, there's a specific type of pants that I'm sure you know about. You know exactly the pants I'm talking about. And they're not like the yoga pants. They are not tight fitting. They're only a little bit tight fitting certain places, especially if you're a little sweaty, then they'll just stick and catch up. You know the pants I'm talking about.
I don't like.
What are they? I don't even know. I think most men probably know the pants I'm talking about.
I don't know what they are.
The jiggle pants. The pants that make everything jiggle.
I love when a girl's body's just trying to always catch up with her.
Yeah.
To any part of her. To see it move makes me believe in life.
For sure.
Makes me believe like in the moment.
Yes.
Because the only time I know the moment is actually happening is when I see a girl walk and then I see the rest of her follow behind.
Yeah, it's hot.
That's like make way for ducklings, except we're talking asses.
Okay.
I can't. It's truly, I wasn't going to share this because these are not the.
It's a little pervy. Or horny. It's horny, not pervy.
I guess so.
Sure.
I mean, I only noticed this because I don't know if I said this on the pod. I saw a guy in Times Square when I was teaching the other day. I was around Times Square, and there was a guy that said, "Hey, babe," they were dressed up, clearly tourists. He goes, "Walk in front of me," and then
he
did
talk about this.
I did talk about it, and he was filming her butt and then zooming over to the MSG and going back and forth and going, "Oh God, oh God." Oh God! And then he
couple of monuments, baby.
Just like the worship was amazing.
That is amazing. I love that.
To be like, that's Madison Square Garden. That's where the Knicks play. The Rangers, Billy Joel every month, and my wife's ass. Like, if that's not what we're striving for, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. To be a perv about your wife is the goal, right?
For sure.
That to see this man be an absolute perv over his wife. To treat it like one of the wonders of the world.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, babe. We might not have time to go see Statue of Liberty and your ass tonight, so we got to choose one.
Well, I like the idea that they maybe they just travel the world to all the greatest monuments, and it's like her ass or MSG. Her ass or the Statue of Liberty. Her ass or the Eiffel Tower. Her ass or the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Her ass or the Colosseum. and her ass just keeps winning.
And just always wins.
It's just like, damn, hopefully we'll find something that's
Maybe
better than your ass. And it doesn't exist.
There might be an IG poll out there.
Yeah.
An account that goes, what's better, my wife's ass or this?
Yeah.
And you vote on every post.
You can't find anything. Yeah.
You can't find anything.
He's just, everything is underwhelming when it compares to his wife's ass. I love that.
I loved it too, so.
That's good. I mean, I think it's hot too, and I think most people would agree.
Yeah.
It's just not the beauty standard for the most part.
And that's
I've never seen those pants an ad for the like. We all know what makes the pants that we're talking about and what makes them so hot.
Well, I think that it's.
But it's only something that's seen in the wild.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think it's. I don't think. I think with everything getting so skinny nowadays, it's nice to remind people how nice the movement is.
100%. It needs to be reminded.
Hey, babe, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey of that body.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It's interesting.
So, but that's neither here nor there. One thing I do like about the summer, one thing that is actual magic that happens in the summer.
Okay.
Is when you get an iced coffee. Elite move. The only move.
Okay.
Probably the best beverage of the whole summer. You get a nice coffee, you have a little bit, you're outside, and the ice melts, and you get a second coffee for free.
Oh, yeah.
When the ice melts and magically the coffee is reappearing, that's the trick that Jesus would do if he came back during this time. He wouldn't turn water into wine. He'd show you that an iced coffee could reemerge.
I like this. I water it down. I create my own pretty much all the time.
You create your own from the
start.
I
do it all the time. Yeah.
For me,
yeah.
I'll sip on a coffee slower so I could watch it regenerate like a salamander that lost its arm. Yeah. That's what my iced coffee is.
Okay.
It's a starfish. I'll cut two of the sides off and all of a sudden it'll be growing back. So a little bit different, but yes, it's a magical second coffee that happens.
Are you off the less ice then in the summer?
I'm off the less ice so I could do the two.
You can do the two. You get the magic trick.
I do the magic of the second coffee.
Wow.
And if you go, wow, the magic ain't happen fast enough, you only have to do the one magic motion. What is that? The twirl. Okay. The twirl is where the magic begins.
Okay.
You know, some people think it's abracadabra. For me, it's
I love this.
And then you watch it slowly grow, and someone goes, "Hey, I thought you just got that." And I go, "You would think."
2 for 1 you're getting.
It's a BOGO.
It's a BOGO.
It's a buy one, grow one.
Buy one, grow one.
It's a buy one, grow one.
You're very famously, I would say, one of the most famous videos that we've made on record saying that the best drink in the winter is iced coffee. So you're here to say also in the summer the best drink is 2 iced coffees.
The best drink in the summer isn't an iced coffee, it's the second ice.
It's the second iced coffee.
It's the free refill you get on an iced coffee.
So the best drink in the winter is the iced coffee. And the best drink in the summer is the second iced coffee.
It's the free refill you get on iced coffee from the heat.
I'm glad that we're on the same page now.
It's so hot that God or the universe goes, "You deserve a second one!" and just grows your iced coffee back, and you go, "Thank you, thank you."
Wow.
And it feels so good inside because you go, "I would have had a second one, but someone, global warming."
Global warming has created
Greta
one for
Thunberg has given me a second.
That's nice.
Iced coffee.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, the second iced coffee, to sip iced coffee and then not go down because
that's
it's
what
so
I was
hot
just
outside.
Gonna say. You could also time it where it's just like a rejuvenating, like an everlasting gobstopper. Only it's the iced coffee.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. It is nice.
And you could just keep tossing ice in.
Yeah, I try to exactly. That's the phenomena I try to recreate. It's just like I enjoy the iced coffee all day.
You keep tossing ice until you're with a glass of water.
You know that. Yeah, that's what that's kind of my move.
You do it indoors.
I do it indoors.
This is an outdoor activity for me.
I see.
Because my apartment is hot, but it's not ice melting hot too fast.
Sure.
Right? Outdoors will melt fast.
I've had 2 trays of ice since I've gotten here. 2 full trays of ice, and there's 0 ice left. That's not wrong.
No, but you've filled it up a couple times.
Yeah.
That's
okay. You think the liquid is
the liquid
also,
itself?
I see.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's less, obviously.
It cools it down.
Yes.
Yeah. The transfer of energy, right?
For sure.
So I know I'm talking biology.
The temperature
now.
is less.
I'm talking
than
biology.
The ice.
Here we are.
For sure.
Oh my God! Sometimes everyone thinks I'm a Neil deGrasse Tyson podcast.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do. So I just had to shout out, like, because even though I'm talking about how I'm too beautiful, I'm too pretty for this hot weather.
Yeah, which is good.
I'm not. I'm looking for the benefits.
Okay.
And one of the benefits is the second ice.
The second ice.
The second free iced.
Everybody's sweaty.
Everyone's sweaty is nice.
Pools.
Pools.
These are
good
some
too.
benefits.
And I always say that on the pod, like I've been trying to go for my walks and think.
Okay.
Right? And it's been a little warm for walks.
It is hot for walks.
It's been, I called you the other day and I tried to go for a walk. Couldn't.
Yeah.
Couldn't.
You got to wait till nighttime.
I couldn't.
Early morning or nighttime.
Yeah.
So nighttime.
Nighttime.
Yeah.
Nighttime.
Even
Even today.
you wake up somewhat early.
Yeah, it depends on the day.
Yeah.
I mean, today I wake up at 8 a.m.
Nice.
Mondays are my jam, bro.
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because anything could happen on a Monday. You can reinvent yourself. Monday is you moving to a new town.
Yes.
Monday is literally the start of high school every week because you go, I could be me.
Yes.
And slowly as the week goes on, it just tears you down into the slob, drinking, weed smoking, fast food, pizza eating scumbag that you are.
Yes.
And every week I go, throw the clay back on the wheel. We're building him again.
Yeah.
And I love Mondays.
I like Mondays now. Mondays are maybe one of my favorite days of the week because we're really productive. We record the podcast. We edit. We get a lot done on Mondays.
What's better than a productive Monday?
It is a great day. I will say when you have a 9 to 5 that you hate, Monday is the worst day of the week.
Of course.
Because it's like you have to be plugged. You can't devolve into this weed smoking, drinking. You kind of have to be Monday energy 5 days in a row, and it's for something that you don't like or believe in,
100%.
and it is brutal. But
100%.
when you like what you do,
It's beautiful.
Mondays are really nice.
Mondays are beautiful.
And you feel like you're doing stuff, you're working towards something, you're getting stuff done.
I'll tell you this.
Things are getting out. Like it's Mondays, for me now, Mondays I really like. That's like the anchor of our week almost.
Wednesday, 5 milligrams, I'm like toasted from
Okay.
weed. By the
Sunday
time
night?
Sunday nights, I'm doing 20.
Okay. And then you reset.
And then I reset. I won't
I
do it
see.
tonight. I won't
Yeah,
do
yeah,
it tomorrow.
yeah.
Wednesday, I'll go,
And you're back.
and I'm back. I pop one, and then all of a sudden, there we are.
Yeah, that's nice.
It is nice. It is a good reset. It is a nice, beautiful reset. And so I'm a thinker.
This is your new thing.
Yeah, I believe
He's
my
a
job.
professional thinker.
I'm a professional thinker, and it just comes out of me in a fun way.
Okay.
You know, a little fun.
What have you been thinking about?
Well, someone asked me a question that rocked my socks.
Okay, what was it?
It actually, they asked me the question, and I went, oh God, I'm gonna have to get back to you.
Okay. Can you ask me it?
I can.
Okay.
FMK chain restaurants.
I can just choose any
Just
three.
choose.
Open-ended.
Open-ended FMK chain restaurants.
That is tough.
And you know what? You know what I love about it? People know who I am.
Okay.
People know, like, oh, there was like a lull, and they're like, he's gonna love this combo starter.
Okay.
And I did.
You did.
FMK chain restaurants.
Too open-ended. This person's really trying to. They want your attention for 10 minutes.
And I've thought about it.
Yeah. What did you choose?
I put a lot of deep thought into it. Kill Applebee's.
Wow. Why?
Why? It leans on the sampler. It pulls you in with the sampler. Once you're there, it's an abusive microwave relationship.
He used to work for Applebee's, too.
I know.
Let them know this is the only chain restaurant that you've worked for.
Not true. Boulder Creek Steakhouse.
I wouldn't call that a chain
It
restaurant.
100% was a chain restaurant.
How many were there?
They're completely disappeared. Because,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But they were all over
So
the
it's
country.
already killed.
It's already killed.
Okay.
I can't kill
Somebody
the other
else
place I
killed
worked.
it. Okay. So it's the only living chain restaurant that you've worked at.
And you know what?
Okay.
When someone
You're ready to
dies,
kill
who
this
do you
one, too.
when someone dies, who do you look to first? The husbands.
Okay, you're going to kill them too? Okay.
People closest to them. And so who am I killing?
You're going to kill
Applebee's.
Applebee's.
Applebee's is a place that exists on fake grill marks and microwaves.
I didn't know that. It's hard for me to kill Applebee's. I have a lot of nostalgia with Applebee's. I guess Ruby Tuesdays I didn't like as a kid. I'm trying to think of...
Salad bar. You can't kill a salad bar.
I guess I wasn't big on the salad bar. I'm trying to think...
Weren't big on the salad bar.
I was a picky eater.
You weren't living, man.
I wasn't living.
You know what you do as a child at a salad bar?
What?
You walk
Bacon
up.
bits?
You walk up. You got a plate full of croutons, bacon bits,
I've done
and
that.
those Chinese
I've done that.
noodles,
I've
and you
done
throw it
that.
on a plate, and you pour blue cheese on top of it. And
didn't
you go,
do the
Mom,
blue
I got a
cheese.
salad.
I didn't do blue cheese, but I did croutons
That's what
and
you
bacon
do.
bits for sure.
What are you talking? You don't know how to live at a salad bar.
I didn't.
I would walk to a salad bar, and I wouldn't have a piece of green touch my plate.
Okay.
I'd be walking back with Jello in my mouth and saying, "I got a salad." And my mom would look at it, it would just be bacon and croutons.
Yeah. I would do a lot of bacon and croutons too. That's funny. I don't know. Do you marry Chili's? Or are you gonna marry Cheesecake Factory?
I married the Cheesecake Factory.
And you fuck
They have the
Chili's?
most to offer.
Yeah.
They have the most to offer. They make me feel fancy. They make me feel special. Even when I show up on a Tuesday afternoon, they go, "Hey, I still love you."
I think I'm marrying Chili's. I don't care. I don't need all that. I know what I like.
Yeah.
I don't need all that.
And what do you like?
Chili's.
All right.
There's like 4 or 5 dishes at Chili's that I really like, and I think they do them better. Like I don't need 150 kind of mid to mid plus options. I only need 4 to 5.
What are you saying?
You heard what I just said.
What are you saying?
And I don't even know. I don't
Stop.
even know if the Cheesecake Factory. I mean, Cheesecake Factory is probably a lot of people's go-to to marry.
People.
The
What do
best
you
thing
mean?
at the Cheesecake Factory is mid plus.
Stop.
You would agree. What
I
is
would
a
not.
dramatic response?
I had the chicken Sorrentino. What are you talking?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, bro.
It was mid plus. It's not great.
You're going there ordering cheese quesadillas like a fucking clown.
And guess where I'm getting a better cheese quesadilla?
Yeah.
Chili's.
Yeah. You know what? It's fine. It's like I walk into Chick-fil-A and can get a burrito bowl.
Sure.
That's what you're playing.
That's what I did. The last 2 times I got a chicken sandwich and a chicken quesadilla, and both of them were a little underwhelming. Granted, it was really hot, and I'm eating a hot chicken quesadilla.
I can't believe.
With a lot of cheese.
Have you been in the bathroom of a Cheesecake Factory?
Of course.
I feel like a sultan.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Do you want to live that life?
You're
You're marrying Cheesecake Factory.
I walk into a bathroom of a Cheesecake Factory. You don't feel like a sultan?
Okay. A little bit.
I feel like my daughter's
When I was a
Jasmine.
kid, when I was in high school, my answer would have been marry cheesecake. I would say. Who are you fucking? So you're killing Applebee's.
Kill Applebee's,
Marry
cheesecake.
cheesecake.
Fuck Outback Steakhouse.
You are fucking Outback. I was thinking of fucking Outback too.
Fucking Outback, because you know
Okay.
why? Every time you're eating a bloomin' onion, you go, "What am I doing? This is wild." Every pedal that you pull, you go, "What is happening? I'm living wild right now." And then you go, "I'm gonna have a full 16-ounce steak after this,"
Yeah. Yeah, and you do.
and you leave full.
Yes.
You leave full, and you go, "I can't go back for a minute."
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the bread is really good. I might fuck Outback too.
Yeah, brother.
I'm trying to think that there's anything more.
What's hotter than an Aussie?
Yeah.
What's
That's
hotter
true.
than
There's
an Aussie?
some hot Australians.
There's some Australians are.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong.
You gotta fuck Outback.
You think so?
If you don't fuck Outback, what are you fucking? The fish one. What's the fish one?
Bonefish Grill
Bonefish
or
Grill.
Carrabba's. Those are all owned by the same people as Outback.
I know.
Yeah,
I've gotten the gift card.
of course. I've got the gift card too. That's
I've
how I
gotten the
know.
gift
That's
card.
how you know.
And I know
That's the
some
gift
true
card.
scumbags.
That's a great gift card.
Oh, tremendous! I know some true scumbags out there that would go, "I would fuck Olive Garden." Because
No.
they want to be indulgent and greedy. And
Yeah.
But no, I want to be someplace.
You wouldn't kill Olive Garden. You've never had it.
I wouldn't even kill Olive Garden.
Okay.
I would let it exist so
You
they
let it
know
exist.
that there are faker Italians out there than me.
It makes
I like Olive Garden because it makes
Yes.
me feel authenticano.
it frames you as a real Italian, and it lets you know what the other people. It's good to also have something to compare real Italian food to. To make it be like, it's actually really good. Try this, which people also like. Is horrible, trash.
It's also makes me respect other cuisines. I know how like trashy,
I see.
like chain Mexican food is.
Yes,
chain
I see.
Caribbean food is. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's probably the real stuff is so much better.
For sure.
I always think about the Olive Garden phenomenon.
I do. I remember the first time I ever had a chicken parm at Olive Garden, and I was like, oh my God, this is totally different.
Yeah.
It's, first of all, as thick as this candle, which is the number one rule of chicken parm is don't make it thick. Yeah. And it is literally, like, of this candle, what is left, that's, I would say, the thickness of the meat.
Damn. What was that?
It was like a hockey puck.
This is like 12 inches.
No. It's like an inch and a half. But an inch and a half. We're talking eighths of an inch that a chicken parm should be.
Okay, and so you're just like, I can't believe how disgusting.
It was bad. It was bad.
Let me see that move again.
Like, you have to, like, bite into
You
it.
have to really chomp in.
Yeah, which is not what chicken parm that I grew up on. Very strange, because I liked Outback as a kid because I really liked the breadsticks.
Who doesn't like breadsticks?
And the salad is really good. The breadsticks and the salad are solid. But, yeah, not...
Nah, it makes it...
You're not even going to kill it.
I call that in my life the Olive Garden effect.
I like that.
That I realize how crappy, like, mass-produced stuff is probably for other cultures because of my culture.
Yes.
It
So it needs to exist. You can't get rid of the Olive Garden effect.
It's also good for people to know, because if Olive Garden didn't exist, then I would be the fakest Italian in the world.
Okay, yeah.
We need faker
There's
Italians.
a lot of fake Italians.
I need them.
They're all over.
I know.
Yeah. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
It's beautiful.
Thousands and thousands.
You know what? I don't even rep Italian that hard.
No. No, you don't need to.
I don't need to.
I think people assume.
People do.
He goes, I don't rep Italian that hard. I should show you guys a picture of his kitchen.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
There's literally a picture of The Godfather, a picture of Frank Sinatra, a picture of Sophia Loren, a picture of his family with faces superimposed onto The Godfather. There's a Welcome to Italy sign banner. There's pictures of Italy. There's a painting that's Italian. All when you first walk into his house. I don't even rep Italy that hard. Because he didn't go to the soccer game. He doesn't like sports. That's what this is.
Yeah, I don't rep it.
No, never. You're never repping it. What?
I've looked into buying one of those chubby pizza guys to stand in the kitchen.
They're iconic.
Thousands.
Really?
But imagine you walked in my kitchen and you walked in and there was a 5-foot chubby pizza man holding a chalkboard. You would say, wow.
Incredible. The diner,
Incredible.
the most famous diner in my town growing up, they had one of those.
They did?
It was great every time. I wanted to go up to it. We would be like, oh, we're going to Peter Pank where they have the man. It's like, I don't know, kids like little shit.
I've never thought about robbing someone.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Until I see these pizzerias that leave the man outside.
I know the exact one that we've thought about robbing.
I've
I've
openly thought about robbing this place, right?
Yes.
Because they leave it outside, and I just look at this.
Every night they leave it outside.
This
it's crazy. It's never been robbed.
Pizza man standing outside, this beautiful chubette of a human, right?
Absolutely.
And I look at him and I go, I would take so much better care of you. I would love you.
Are they that much? Thousands?
Thousands.
Damn.
What I want in my home, I say I don't rep Italians. My dream is to have a 5-foot pizza man in my kitchen and leopard and cheetah statues all over my living room.
Yeah, apparently leopard and cheetah is kind of back right now.
Bro.
And my cousin, who's from Brooklyn, who's super fucking Brooklyn accent, who I met up with recently, her phone case is cheetah. Her pillows are cheetah. She's got multiple cheetah dresses. And she's just like, cheetah never left. Like, I'm being like, oh, cheetah's in. She's like confused at what I'm talking. Cheetah. She's like, of course I have all this cheetah stuff. I've had this stuff since I'm a child.
It's heirlooms.
Yeah.
Cheetah is a family heirloom in Italian culture.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you pass it on from generation to generation.
100%.
Everyone, hey, this was your Nona's cheetah tube top. She wore it to get your grandfather before World War II.
Was cheetah around back then too?
No.
Or was it more our generation?
That's our 80s. The 80s,
okay.
really. Like
our parents, and then they raised us on cheetah.
And for me, I know cheetah's back because there's people like I follow that don't know me, but I'm like, oh, yeah, they're cool. And then they'll post a picture of them in like a cheetah shirts.
Yeah.
I fall in love.
You do. even though you know it's a trend.
I know.
I think the cheetah is the remnants of the mob wife aesthetic boom that happened, I guess, earlier the year.
Yeah.
Cheetah really did stick, I would say.
I
And big
love
hoop
it.
earrings.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Same.
Cheetah is so nice. A little leopard.
Yeah.
I had a Russian teacher, because it's not only Italian, right? It's
Yeah.
any culture that when they get money just acts so gaudy.
Not all, but yeah.
I mean, let's be this
So
woman.
when you have the rise.
When you have the rise.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
guard.
you're right. The guard comes with the sudden increase.
Yes.
Okay.
I had this Russian teacher, and if she wasn't, she would wear Госпожа Levina, her name was.
I remember.
You remember?
You've talked about her.
Госпожа Levina, and she was such a the hardest one ever. And that's
Okay.
when I pulled the ultimate cheating scandal ever.
Okay.
Have I told you about the cheating scandal?
Sounds familiar, but say it again, because I forgot.
It's a way to cheat that no one could ever catch you.
Okay.
I would sit in my desk and I would tape the vocabulary words to my boxers and then zip
Yeah, you
my
did tell
fly
me
up.
this. Yeah.
And so then I would unzip my fly and look as I was taking the test.
Okay.
And when she would walk around, I'd zip it up and she'd say, "What do you have there? Let me see." And I'd empty my pockets. I go, "What do you want me to take my pants off?"
And she would know that you were cheating.
She would know,
She would know.
but I beat her.
Yes, because you couldn't take your pants off.
According to society, I deserve to cheat.
Okay. And would you brag about it right after class ended?
1,000%.
As soon as it ended.
I'd be walking around, dropping my pants. Look,
Everybody knew.
Everyone knew. Seb tapes the answers to his
Besides Gosh Bina Levina.
Госпожа Levina.
Gosh Bija Levina.
And she would wear, I tell you this, every day she at least wore 3 animal prints, 2 sizes too small.
Okay. This is Staten Island.
She was incredible.
This is awesome.
You could smell the Pall Malls from the back of the class. It was
Teachers would smoke.
Teachers stunk like ciggies.
Yeah, sometimes, for sure.
I love a girl that smells like a ciggy, too.
You do.
Yeah, I'm trash.
Yeah.
I like a girl whose ass moves 3 seconds after her, stinks like
100%.
cigarette,
Wears
wearing cheetah.
baby. Those loose cheetah pants. Yeah, for sure.
So, but that was my jam. Miss you, Госпожа Levina. Rob. At night I've been dancing in the stars.
I love that.
And as a big boy like me, it's hard to get my ass into the stars. But you know what does?
What?
My Sunset Lake CBD, bro. I hit the Delta 9s or I hit the Vibe gummies. Woo, dog it.
Some good gummies.
I get funky.
Yes.
They make me funky. And I feel so lucky that I am able to that we're sponsored by a brand that I'm using every day.
Yes.
And that, not every day, Mom. A lot of days.
Most days.
Most days, unless my mother calls me, and then I'm never.
Yeah.
But I'm using this brand, and I am getting so funky with those Delta 9 or Good Vibes.
It's nice. I've been very particular, I guess, about what makes me funky recently because there's a lot of fugazi funky products out there. There's a lot of inconsistent. There's a lot of
pop-up funky stores all
we'll
over
say
New
a lot
York
of
City.
pop-up funky stores where you don't know what's sprayed, you don't know how it's grown. And Sunset Lake, we know how it's grown. We know where it comes from. We know the
Pesticide-free.
entire supply chain from when it goes into the ground to when it gets delivered to us, these plants that they use. So it really is a great product. It tastes good and it's reliable and consistent. So it's nice to be getting funky with Sunset Lake,
And
for sure.
If you've been listening to the podcast, you know that Sunset Lake has been a sponsor of ours on and off for the podcast for a long time now. And so if you're like, hey, what is this? Check it out.
Yeah,
They
they're
believe in
super
us.
supportive. They believe in us a
They-
lot, and they've been super supportive.
They've been super supportive. So if you want to support us and show Sunset Lake some love for supporting us, go
and
watch-
you like to get funky. Like,
And
if you're
you
getting it anyways,
Yeah, if
that's the big thing. Is like, if you're getting it anyways, they do have a good product.
That's what it is. If you're getting it anyways, get it here.
It's great.
That's truly the best we could sell it.
Yeah. It's
if you're
good.
getting it anyways, get it here and use the promo code LOUD, LOUD.
And-
You get 20% off your entire order. It's tremendous. LOUD loud. And there's no negatives.
We use it.
We use it.
We use it for sure.
So
And it's nice. I like the 1 milligrams recently too, because I could pick my destiny. If I want 3 or 4, if I want 7, you could really do a nice combo if you're getting the 5s and the 1s.
Yeah.
You're playing in a nice range.
So why don't you go check out Sunset Lake CBD and support them and support us by using that promo code LOUD, LOUD. Beautiful, Robbie. Let's get back to the show. Talking about this stuff, right? Like one thing that is in the summertime when like people are, like one thing that's hard, people post amazing photos of themselves in the summertime.
For sure.
It's truly a time that I'm grateful social media exists because people are just hot as shit online.
They're hot online.
And they're hot in person.
They're going places that are cool.
Yeah, people are.
It's a good time for social media this summer, I would say.
People are posting hot photos of themselves online, which is amazing.
For sure.
One difficult thing about that is when you're like just scrolling Instagram and a hot picture pops up of someone
this
and someone glances, because it happens all the time,
especially people, which I like.
I follow beautiful, confident people
for sure
that like to post.
Same.
And I love that you do. I'm not saying stop. I'll take the awkwardness. But what is hard is when someone peers over your shoulder and they see something stunning, and then you have to go, nah, we went to junior high together, so I still follow them. We chat sometimes, right?
It's just thong bikinis are popular. Posting thong bikinis is popular, and I like to go on Instagram, and that is a recipe for thong bikinis being on my phone.
And people,
and I have like it's like a second nature. I check Instagram, open it, and then it's just like, yeah, there might be not just thong bikinis. There's men in speedos. There's everything
100%.
Is being posted, and it is a little flirty, we'll say.
And I feel like I need to justify how I know the person.
This happened a few times.
I have to be like, no, we did theater together back in high school.
Everybody though, it doesn't matter. Like everyone is posting hot shit.
No
matter when I met them.
No, I know.
My girls from middle school, everybody.
You have to be like, oh, my cousin introduced my cousin. That's their girlfriend's best friend.
Yeah.
Right. You just need to
or it's my cousin. I don't know. It could be anything. But like, what are you supposed to do?
Nothing.
I don't know. My cousins, people are allowed to post photos of themselves.
I'm not saying they shouldn't.
Yeah, for sure. It is awkward. I agree. It happens to me as well.
I'm just saying that you keep doing what you're doing. I just take that extra step.
You got to check.
And I have to justify. Nah. Trust me, I'm not just a perv.
Yeah.
I know them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm doing a whole song and dance about why.
Okay.
Because back in the day, I was only lucky if I could. Imagine where the internet would go, and
it's crazy
because you would pop up. I would print those pictures and put them in my pillowcase.
Yeah, the 7th grade you just Googling thong as a photo.
I
imagine
VCR.
Now you would eventually be able to just see everyone. Not that all right. Now I'm making it sound really pervy, but you see most people that you follow very reveal themselves now, which is great. People should feel bodies don't need to be sexualized. People should feel confident and post whatever you want.
And I'm not sexualizing them
I don't
either.
think we are either. I'm like in the middle of that's kind of.
It's a glance, and I want them to understand.
Yeah.
It's not sexual. I just want to be like, no, we did Kuman together back in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Right? No. Right? We did Once Upon a Mattress.
Yeah.
No. We did Improv 401 together.
Okay,
right?
This is I guess it's good to justify how you know them. But is it weird if you don't know them?
Because I don't want it to be pervy.
You don't want... Okay. You're not just following for that.
I do follow just for that.
Okay.
And then I make up a tall tale.
Okay.
So
no,
anyways,
it's good.
The
People
point of my
should feel
story
free.
is...
Yeah.
The point of my story is my dad thinks that me and Mia Khalifa went to summer camp together. The point of the story is my dad finally thinks me and Mia Khalifa went to environmentalist camp back in the end of high school.
Yes.
Me and Sydney Summer, we did Boy State together.
Yeah. No, I love it. Love it. Post away. Follow OnlyFans people. Support. Who cares?
Local
yeah,
business. I'm
it's
a local
business. Yeah, for sure.
Support local business.
No, it's nice. It's definitely nice.
Yeah, and I have no problem. I think older generations, I always feel
it is. I had a bunch of videos and pictures of me in a Speedo flying around the internet, and it was an interesting week.
Did your parents or anyone say anything?
Some people said stuff. My parents didn't see it, I don't think.
The parents didn't see?
Yeah.
Can I get your mom's number?
She would laugh, I think. I think my parents would be like, oh, nice. He's having fun.
Yeah, that is nice.
I think yeah.
I
They're gonna start an argument over that.
I need to change the photo of you
Okay.
in the Speedo.
Okay.
It's just too much.
When I call.
It just when I got the phone call from you the other night, late at night.
Okay.
And
You
I
realized
turned
it was too
over
much?
and I saw you in a Speedo and it said Robbie Scumbag. And it
And
was
it's
a
really
picture
just
of
like,
you.
My junk is in the middle of the phone.
And it's just
kinda
your
blown
junk
up.
in the middle of the phone. I've never felt like I was getting such a booty call. I never felt like I was getting a booty call till Robbie Scumbag on my phone called me and his junk was right in the center.
Yeah.
Why would you do that to me?
You made my name Robbie Scumbag. You made my picture that. I was probably calling you back. I don't know.
Call my phone. I want
Do
the
people know?
to say.
Have they seen?
This is what I get every time he calls. Ready?
Yes. Hold on.
Oh, it doesn't have my number saved. Okay.
Oh wow. You don't even see my face.
Hold it closer to the camera so they can see. It's literally in front of the camera, not the lens. Yeah, the lens. Wow, and that's what I'm getting in the middle of the night, calling me. Yeah, they could see. Give it back, and I'm like, all right, this is enough. I mean, like that. I've never felt like
right, so
you
it's
and
over?
I were about to hook up. Until that
And you gotta get
moment.
rid of it.
I go, the kid's already seen my nips. He's probably sitting at home, high as balls, being like, you know, the Pizza Town's closed. Those pepperonis over by brat are looking pretty good.
That's not what I'm thinking. But I get it. You could change it if you want. If you can't handle it, that's all right.
It's not a.
That's all right.
No,
That's okay.
don't turn the tables
You don't
like that.
have to. You don't
you
have
dare
to.
turn the tables.
You don't have to. You wouldn't be the first person.
I can handle it.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see how long I keep the. I dare you to get a big fat picture of my nipples on you.
You wanna? I have pictures.
No,
of you.
I would be mortified. You have pictures of my nipples?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh, we don't
I
need
have
to look
pictures
now.
of us in the pool.
Yeah, but I always do the thing where
You get below nipple line.
I always go below nipple
when
line.
the camera comes out. Let me see.
No, let's not go. I can't emotionally handle this right now.
Emotionally handle it.
I do. It's like I'm like an alligator.
Yeah, you are.
You always see the
You're
nipple.
below. You're below. You're below the line.
I'm crocodile. My titties are crocodiling under.
He's
under
below
that
the line.
one.
He's below the line.
Always.
In the one photo shoot that I remembered
Where was that?
in Portugal.
Oh,
out.
yeah. I went below the line.
Yeah.
And you were respectful. You waited for me to get below the line.
Yeah.
Of course, the man waits.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm like a hippopotamus. You just, you only see the ears popping out.
Yeah, you gotta stay cool.
Man, but whatever. Maybe I'll get tattoos around my nipples.
You could get tatted if you want.
I've been dying for tats, but that's another story.
Another fun thing about the summer is the music. I think the music is good in the summer.
Tremendous.
And like 2 years ago, Bad Bunny dropped an album that really defined my summer, I will say. And I still listen to it. Great summer album, Un Verano Sin Ti, the most streamed album on Spotify history.
Here we
It's,
go.
in my opinion, the best album maybe ever.
Doing
Great summer vibes.
Doing God's work.
23. I'm
I
about
just
to
want
do
to get
some
you in
more
a little
God's
trouble
work.
right now.
Okay.
What's better, that or Illmatic?
Un Verano Sin Ti for me.
There we go. I just wanted to.
For me, it might be my favorite album.
I just want to stir up some family drama.
He wants to piss my cousin off.
I just
My
want
cousin
to
knows that I don't have the
No.
same relationship to Illmatic that he does,
your
but
cousin,
also it is what it is.
The biggest Nas stan
He's
I've
a
ever
big
met.
Nas fan, yeah.
So
for
I just
sure.
want to know.
But I would probably put this over a lot of stuff. Like
Okay.
I really like this album. Also, my favorite concert we went together was this tour.
You and your cousin.
In crazy concert, crazy tour.
Mm-hmm.
Super fun summer album, but it feels like I don't really know. There's a few summers I feel like that get defined by songs.
Of
Do you
course.
feel that? Do you have some summers and songs that defined your summers?
Yeah, when like Otis came out, that like
Yeah.
was a big. What
was that?
album?
2011, I think.
Yeah, that was like a big summer song for me. I mean, like even stuff like
Young,
Will
Wild, and
Smith.
Free
Oh, Young, Wild, and Free
was
was
2011
great.
too, I think.
The
Unforgettable, French Montana was a huge one for me. 2017. Even Despacito ended up being a huge summer song that one summer.
Yeah, there was a lot of. I mean, Party in the USA was big for me.
Really?
Yeah, I
When
was in
that?
college.
Yeah, that is fun.
So it was like when when it's when you're hanging out with everyone, like pop songs like that are fun.
Very fun.
Yeah.
But it feels like this is happening again, and there is a universal summer album, which is Charlie XCX's Brat. People keep saying Brat Summer, Brat Summer. I'm sure you're seeing it all over the place.
I'm seeing it.
Brat Summer.
And I know that it's that one. Love the color of the
You like
album.
the color?
Yeah, I
That's
love the color.
one of
It's
your
a
favorite
great
colors.
summer color.
Yes.
I think it's a great summer color. It feels fun. It's to feel something just from a color is a nice thing.
It is. It was the original color that we used for the podcast too,
I know.
which was the pink and the
neon green.
and that neon green, which she
Yeah.
uses both of those colors.
Of course
Which
she does.
I'm like, we have good color palettes.
We do have good color palettes.
And shout out to our graphic designer who helped, obviously, with the first iteration. But we gave some
But
inspiration and colors that we
definitely-
liked.
Yes, we picked some colors.
Yeah.
I did try to listen to this Brat.
You
the
tried to listen to
album.
Brat.
Yeah, I was alone in my house, and I was like, you know what everyone's talking about? It's Brat. Let me turn it on. And there's something, I tried to listen. I get what's fun about it.
Okay.
But there was something sad about being a 34-year-old man alone in his house, high, listening to rave pop music.
I
Just
think-
alone in your bed as you paused, as you paused Game of Thrones to be like, let me listen to this Von Dutch song. And just hear the music and go, this isn't for me right now.
You didn't feel empowered by it's okay to just admit that you're jealous of me?
I had one sock on.
But I think that more people are in your boat than you would think. I think that it's this fake. I don't think as many people that are loving and listening to Brat are really living the Brat lifestyle. Maybe I'm wrong. This is a crazy accusation that I'm just throwing out here. Maybe this is a super hot take, and you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know.
But I would say that more people are listed. I don't know.
You think more people are like me?
I think more people are like you than you would think, and I think Charlie's talked about it a little bit, how her fans aren't necessarily the vibe of the album. Maybe they need to grow into it. Maybe they need this is their summer. We're in our early 30s. She's in her early 30s.
Yeah.
We've kind of been inside for a few years. And it's like, yeah, come out. It's okay. Come back out. Party a little bit. We're being a little more confident. This is going to be a little more fun. Like, we're going to have this hyper pop, super confident music.
Interesting.
But then she explores. I mean, you didn't get very far.
No.
Because she talks about other things I think that people our age are dealing with.
Well, I didn't get that far. The rhythm made me depressed of the circumstances I was living.
Okay. You weren't able. The song you listen to, Von Dutch, is probably best like on a yacht.
Yeah.
You just didn't feel like you could celebrate. You needed at least some champagne or something to.
I could imagine if I was at a party,
Okay.
it would be fun.
Okay.
But probably the environment I was in, it might be best to listen to Savage Garden.
Okay.
Evanescence.
Savage Garden. What is that?
I'll be your wish, I'll be your dream, I'll be your fantasy. Right?
Okay, that's where you felt emotionally.
I was emotionally there.
I think more people that are listening to Brat are where you are and just like creating a fantasy that isn't maybe their reality. But I hope that it encourages. Like I haven't even gone out and danced to it yet. I used to listen to an album. It was really nice that I had a group of like straight guys
Dancing boys.
that we would go out dancing together.
You had dancing boys.
I had dancing boys.
and
we
you
liked
missed your
to
dancing
dance.
boys.
And my boys were good at fucking dancing.
And I'm sorry,
And
I'm
I
not a
wasn't the
dancing
best
boy,
dancer.
but you had a good time.
I had some good dancing boys, and they liked to dance.
As we know, you're not a good dancing boy, but you did learn the music, so you
Well,
were prepared. If you're
I'm
not going to be a good
lyrics,
dancer,
I'm a lyrics boy. I
Uh-huh.
had dancing boys,
yeah.
and I was a lyrics boy. But lyrics boy helps when you have some dancing boys.
Well, you did a good job. If you're not going to be a good dancing boy, you have to be prepared.
I'm prepared.
And you were prepared.
Yes.
And now you're preparing for your Charlie XCX Brat.
I'm not even out in the streets like that. Yeah, but I could be. I would like to be.
You're talking about dancing. All of a sudden, you're like fucking the most masculine I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the attitude we had towards dancing.
Yeah. It feels like you just watched
There's-
Step Up 2. And
There's something.
and now you're presenting yourself.
It's annoying.
You're peacocking.
I'm not even trying to peacock. Like
I know.
this is my truth,
You're stepping into
and
it.
I like
Sit up straight
confident.
like you were.
Yeah,
Talk about your dancing.
I like confident pop music like this.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm 4'2".
I was thinking
I'm
this
never
is wild.
changing my backgrounds.
Yes, but like, I remember when "Piece of Me" Britney Spears came out. Do you remember that song? I miss American dream since I was 17. No matter if it's very confident, like you want a piece of me. That album, she was very confident.
Okay.
She was talking her shit. She was kind of like, I'm stepping into this, and I liked it. I would listen to it on the way to basketball games, and I was bad at basketball, but I would get myself pumped up from Britney Spears. I have always, I guess, been like a pop star that's really talking their shit. It's something that I've connected to my whole life.
And now you.
And this is that. It's very good. I also say every song is fun and catchy. Like, I think some people, I don't know, they just throw certain songs on that are maybe for them. Like, it's not more for them than it is for the audience a little bit. And it's like you can get your message out while still making it fun and catchy. She has a song about whether or not she should have kids. She has a song about how she's going to the airport just to travel and whatever, get away from stuff. Mm-hmm. She has the song that's basically like a straight up party song. It's a remix to one of her early songs, and she's just bumping that, talking about basically doing coke or drugs. You got Von Dutch, I'm your number one. It's okay to just admit that you're jealous of me. Like, I'm talking my shit. I'm on top.
Cool.
Girl's so confusing. There's a song about how it's confusing to be a girl. Everything is romantic. How sometimes you take everything too much, whatever.
Here we go. Wow.
I'm trying to give you the whole
pitchfork over here.
Yeah, club classics where it's just like, all right, this is just a banger that you play at the club.
And so this is going to influence how you're behaving now this summer.
I think it's relatable. I think it would be more, if you listen to the whole album, you would find more
maybe I'll have
relatable
to listen to it in
stuff.
the car
You should do it on a walk.
On the walk. Yes.
You should do it on a walk.
It wasn't appropriate where I was doing.
Yes.
Because for me, because I listened to it alone in my bedroom, a Brat Summer has meant something completely different.
Okay.
Because I absorbed it alone as a mid-30s man alone in my home.
I've done it a lot of that as well. Like doing laundry, I'm throwing on Brat right now.
I'm just saying, as a mid-30s-year-old man alone in his home, Brat Summer, listening to the album has made Brat Summer mean something different.
Okay,
to me.
what does it mean?
It's meant I'm going to buy the smoked salmon at the fucking store.
Okay.
It's meant
That's good.
Don't care.
That's good.
I don't care if my socks don't match. I'm going out like this.
I like that. That's good. That is
Right?
what it. I think that's what it's ending up meaning for more people than maybe totally intended.
You know what Brat Summer means for me?
Yeah.
When the edge of my sheets curl up, I go, fuck it, I'm going to sleep anyways. I'm not resetting it. That's what it meant because I listened to Brat alone in my home.
Yeah.
Brat meant I'm going to use the same plate all day so I have less dishes.
I think, unfortunately, this is happening more than she may have wanted.
As a mid-30s-year-old guy that listened to Brat alone in his home, this is just the Brat Summer I'm going to end up having. Right? Brat Summer for me is, fuck it. Basketball shorts, no underwear. Yeah. That's what it means.
That's good. This is good. That means it's doing something.
That means, you know what? Crystal Light counts as water. That's what Brat Summer is for me as a 30-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is I think what it's been meaning, but I want to dance to it. I need to dance to it once. I know so many fucking words, and I'm just like, I got to do the show where I did the Speedo. Like, there was a part where you had to make an entrance, and they played one of the songs. I'm like, finally, I can dance. I think the first time I danced to this song was on a stage.
That's beautiful, man.
Which is fun, but I like to dance in a fucking party, yeah, with like my friends.
Anonymous.
And, yeah.
So what do you say? You have friends to go dance with. You don't need me for that, right?
No, I don't need you. But it'll be fun.
Honest. No, I know it'll be fun.
Yeah. We went out dancing once, I think.
Where?
In the East Village years ago. And it was fun. I think you had fun.
Was I dancing?
Yeah, we were all in a circle.
Oh, yeah.
It was fun.
I remember.
It's fun to go out dancing.
I'm a good time.
Yeah, you are. You dance.
Yeah, I'll dance.
Yeah, Sebastian will dance.
Yeah, but no.
So you could be a dancing boy.
Yeah,
it's hard, obviously. It's hot in the summer.
It's hot.
It is very hot in the summer.
Hot. Wake me up when Target puts out Halloween stuff.
But give it a shot, and maybe you'll come back.
I'll give it on one of my walks.
Okay, give it a full listen from start to finish.
I finished the Julia Fox book, so now I'm moving.
She's a huge. I'm so Julia. I know.
I love Julia Fox right now.
And then they she has this lyric. I'm so Julia, and they do this whole thing. And then she fucking does something to the sound. I guess the producer does something to the sound, and they fucking in whatever, and they create a new song off of this "I'm So Julia" riff.
Nice.
And it is exactly what my brain needed from that sound. I don't know
They
whoever the
sample
producer is.
She samples her own song.
She samples the song from the first song on the album, the last song samples the first song.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's some art stuff.
And it just like is the perfect thing that I needed them to do to that sound and that effect. It's so good. But
so I'll check it out, and
I
we'll
think
see
you would
if
like
I can
it.
adjust my brat summer.
yeah.
My brat summer is powder in the hair.
Okay.
As a mid-30s dude, what's your brat summer? I don't know. Goatee.
I like this because at least you're trying. You're not
I don't know.
poo-pooing Brad
I'm
Summer.
not poo-pooing. I'm
You're
doing my
just like,
best.
how can I show up?
I don't know.
In a way that fits
4
me.
buttons down rather than 3.
Yeah.
I'm trying, bro.
We need to be pushing the limits of Brad Summer. This also goes, I feel like there's been a war on extroverts a little bit. I've been saying this recently. I feel like there's been a war on extroverts, and Brat is a weapon for the extroverts. Brat is a column in the extroverts. We have so many things that the introverts have just been winning.
What team do you think I'm on?
You are the perfect example of how the war on extroverts, we are losing. You are just becoming such an introvert, I would say.
I am.
Would you say you're much more introverted than, say, 8 years ago?
Yeah.
7 years ago?
Yeah.
This is it. He is a perfect example of the war on extroverts being lost. And I think Brat is bringing us back a little bit.
So
You don't view it as us. You're on the introvert. You're on the side of the introverts at this point.
I am.
This is how we're losing.
I'm
I'm more of an introvert now too. I fucking am in my apartment most days smoking weed at night. Weed I would say is a huge. The legalization of weed has been like a big factor in introverts.
Yeah.
A big thing that has had introverts winning this war. And I think Brat is a nice piece for the extroverts.
Nice.
Because you said you felt stupid listening to it in the circumstances.
I did.
But you're out and about, making moves out in the streets. You're gonna relate to I think Brat more.
All right. Well, we'll see. I'll check it out.
All right, we'll circle back next week.
We'll circle. Maybe not next week. We'll see how long it takes.
Okay.
Hopefully soon.
Well, it's summer. It's Brat's summer. We got a few more weeks left of summer.
All right.
I also want to say before we head out, I saw Thelma,
Yes.
and which our friend Fred Heckinger was in.
Nice.
Who we love, Fred, and it was so freaking cute. It was so good. It was extremely personal to me, I would say, because it's about the relationship between a grandma and the grandson.
Yes.
I would say a heavy, not all about that, but it was about like aging, the end of life, how our bodies kind of stop working the way they once did, and also an underlying thing was the relationship with the grandson and the grandma, which obviously I lived with my grandma for 6 months during this podcast. When I watched White Lotus for the first, like when that came out, my grandma that's where I was living with my grandma. The exact scam that happened in the movie happened to my grandma. They used me as the whatever. She said my name, and then the scammer tried to pretend they were me. She did not send the scammer any money like in the movie.
Sure.
But it was a lot of thoughts that that I don't see represented in movies that I think is happening to a lot of families, and it's very relatable.
It's nice to see a different original story happening.
A very original story, very different. A lot of heart, extremely funny, super talented. June Squibb is 93 years old, the first time she's leading in a movie, which is crazy.
Makes you never quit till the end.
Never quit till the end, and she's so funny. She's so talented. It was great. I highly recommend it. I think if you like this podcast, that you would really love that movie.
Nice.
And I don't really come on here and recommend movies like that. I would say almost ever,
No.
because people like different things, and it's hard. It's rare that something comes along that I think is for everyone, and everyone would like. And I feel very confident that if you like this podcast, you for sure will like that movie. So I would say check out Thelma.
I love that. So I'm definitely going to check it out.
Yeah, I'm curious. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I'm sure I will too. I've been watching a lot more shows and into TV and movies more, so it's exciting.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And thank you all for listening to the podcast. If you want to support us, you could go check out the Patreon. We have clips up there. I have a panic attack on the American Dream Wonder Wheel. If you want to go check that out.
Yeah,
also, we have
yeah.
a ton of episodes over there. Also, if you want to share any clips or tell some people are always messaging, I'm surprised you're not bigger. I'm surprised you're not bigger.
So are we.
Yeah, share with a friend.
Share the clips.
Truly.
Share
Or
the
share an
episodes.
episode.
Episodes help. Share the YouTube.
Anything.
Comment on the clips. Comment on the YouTube. Comment, even if we're friends in real life. It's nice when you comment.
It is.
I appreciate it, and you often, the people that I know personally, deliver good comments, I would say.
That's amazing.
And they will get a lot, like it gets attention. Comments help get attention on the videos. It's a huge part of what makes this work.
So comment on the YouTube if you enjoy
you
us,
can,
or just share it with a friend. If you share an episode with one friend, and you go, "Oh, I like them. You should check out this one episode." That might help.
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate that. All right, Robbie, hit the music.